The Green Hornet. He hunts the biggest of all game, public enemies that even the G-men cannot reach. The Green Hornet. The adventurer put it on ice. The events and characters depicted in this drama are fictitious. Any similarity to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental.
Miss Williams, what's that? Why is the whistle blowing?
I don't know, Mr. Brinkley. Something's gone wrong.
Find out what it is at once.
Mr. Brinkley, it's the refrigerating system over in packing plant 6.
What? The new system we installed yesterday?
Better come along and look for yourself.
I most certainly will. Miss Williams.
Yes, Mr. Brinkley?
Call the police emergency squad. If any men are overcome by the ammonia fumes, we'll need all the help they can give us.
Right down here, Mr. Brinkley, around the corner.
Yes. How did it happen, Carson? Are there any men inside the plant?
Can't tell how it happened, Mr. Brinkley. The system was okay when we inspected it yesterday. I hope this won't spoil all that meat we've got in there.
Forget that. What does it matter what happens to the meat? It's the men who may be trapped inside I'm worried about.
We'll soon see, Mr. Brinkley. Go right through this door.
Are they all right? Watch out for the ammonia fumes.
Bring him out here in the fresh air.
Stand back. Give them air.
One side. Are they all out?
Out of the way. Let us through, please. It's Mr. Brinkley.
Yeah, we got him out, Mr. Brinkley. Pretty close call, but they'll pull through.
How many were there, Hendricks?
Well, lucky thing there was only 2 of them, sir. Me and Smith just managed to get them before that ammonia.
Hendricks, you've got quite a dose of that ammonia yourself. Better have the doctor take a look at you.
Well, I'm all right now, sir. Just got a little whiff. Nothing to worry about.
I just took a look in through the open door, Mr. Brinkley. That meat is ruined.
Is that true, Hendricks?
I guess so, Mr. Brinkley. You know, it ain't no good when that ammonia's been at it.
Completely spoiled. 2 carloads of beef that we might just as well throw away.
Carson, I can't understand it. We've had one serious loss after another, and now this.
Look here, Hendricks. You were in charge of this unit. How do you explain this mess?
I wish I knew, Mr. Carson. It don't make sense.
We don't want excuses, Hendricks.
Easy, Carson. There's plenty of time to get Hendricks' account of things.
But Mr. Brinkley...
Never mind. You go over and have the doctor check you up, Hendricks. We'll go into this tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I can't figure it happening the way it did.
Carson, you and I better go inside and look around ourselves.
Now, Mr. Brinkley, there may still be some ammonia in there.
No, there ain't, sir. Hendricks busted all the windows when we went in. Gas is practically all out by now.
Come on then, Carson.
Is it okay if I go in with you, Mr. Brinkley?
Who are you?
Lowry's my name, sir, from the Daily Sentinel.
Oh, Britt Reed's paper. Well, come along.
Do you think it's wise, Mr. Brinkley?
How do you mean?
Well, there's been quite a bit of trouble in our packing plant already, sir. Perhaps it's best to keep reporters away.
You're wrong there. Better take me along, Mr. Brinkley.
I don't exactly...
I have a story already, Mr. Brinkley, from the men who were inside. Do you want me to print that, or would you rather have me get the straight dough from seeing it myself?
Look here, young man. What do you imply?
Well, one of them, one that was working inside when the pipes burst, said it looked like plain criminal carelessness.
Don't listen to his story, Mr. Brinkley.
My meat packing plant has always been the safest in the country.
Then it's okay for me to go with you?
Yes, it is.
But, Mr.
Besides, Britt Reed is a friend of mine, and I want him to have a good idea of what's happened here from someone who won't color the story. Put a handkerchief over your nose. We're going in.
In the office of Britt Reed's secretary.
Who's the boss with, anyhow?
I don't know, Lowry. I told him you were waiting, but he said to wait. He's tied up with someone who came in while I was out to lunch.
Well, who is it?
Don't ask me. He left those packages on that other desk.
Well, Katie.
Axford!
By golly, youngsters, glad I am to see you.
You're the one who was with Mr. Reed.
That I am, and I'm to be back at my old job. By golly, ain't that something? How are you, Lowry?
I was all right till you blew in. But anyhow, welcome, Axford.
The same old Lowry. Now I can be giving you me help in cracking some of the stories that happened around this town. Ain't that so?
Yeah, ain't it?
What's in those packages, Axford?
First some brass polish to keep in me disc, and then there's some polishing clothes.
Polish? For what?
For the big package there. It's a brand new cuspidor I brought with me all the way from the west.
Oh, my. It starts all over again. Well, keep it in your desk and take off that hat.
Oh, by golly, it's just like being home. That it is.
I'd better see the boss.
I'd be trying, Casey, not to get in your hair.
Boss, I'll get right to facts. I told you something about that Brinkley outfit already.
Oh, yes.
I went through the place with Brinkley and his assistant, a guy named Carson. That ammonia leak was caused by a valve being opened when it should have been closed. It's a wonder those two men weren't killed.
How did you like Brinkley?
Okay. He told me he was in the Civic Club with you.
That's true. Look here, Lowry. What is there to these stories that Brinkley's meat isn't up to the Board of Health requirements?
That's what I'd like to get more dope on.
Yes?
Mr. Brinkley is here to see you.
Brinkley? Oh, send him right in. I want to see him. I don't know why Brinkley wants to see me, and at this particular time.
Guess I'd better be going along.
No, Lowry, stay here.
Go right in, Mr. Brinkley.
Thank you.
How are you, Brinkley? You've met Mr. Lowry, haven't you?
Oh, yes, I have. Went through the plant with me.
How are you?
Reed, that's what I've come to see you about.
The accident at your meatpacking plant this morning? Oh, by the way, how are the two men who were overcome by ammonia?
Oh, they're fine, Reed, resting comfortably. The men got them out in the nick of time.
Brinkley, is it true that you've been having a lot of trouble lately?
Well, yes. Yes, it is.
Well, Lowry's been telling me that some of the restaurants are turning down your product.
They have, and I can't say I blame them. Quite a lot of it's not up to standard.
Why not bring it up to standard again?
You know the reputation of my plant, Reed.
It's always been very good.
Yeah, up to now.
Before this, I prided myself on the fact that the Board of Health has always given my products the highest possible rating.
Well, you mean that rating has changed?
Changed is putting it mildly. The Board of Health has condemned more than half of the meat in my plant in the last week.
Wow, things sure have gone haywire. When I think of the juicy steaks you used to...
Unless something's done, I'll go bankrupt. I'll be forced to sell my business.
Oh, that's too bad, Brinkley. Yet, at the same time, I scarcely see what this has to do with a newspaper publisher. Why come to me?
Reed, I'm convinced there's something crooked behind it.
Crooked? What makes you think that, Mr. Brinkley?
This accident today, for one thing.
Any evidence of tampering?
None.
I didn't see any either. Looked like just plain carelessness to me.
I'm sure it isn't.
What makes you so positive?
Well, it's nothing tangible.
Then if you can't put your finger on it, Mr. Brinkley...
Yet all the trouble has started since I turned down an offer to sell my business.
Oh, I see. You think this is an attempt to force you to sell?
Exactly.
Well, I take it this attempt is proving successful.
Reed, my back's to the wall.
Sounds simple enough to me. Get the police after it. Have them check up.
I have, with no results. They believe I'm simply trying to cover up my own negligence.
Have they investigated the outfit that wants to buy you out?
They've tried to.
What do you mean?
Exactly that. They haven't been able to find out.
Well, isn't it a bit unusual
For a prospective buyer to conceal his identity? Yes, Reed, it is. But it's not unheard of.
Sure, might be a rival meatpacking concern that wants to put you out of business, then buy your equipment for practically nothing.
Unless I can stop these accidents, they'll get it.
Brinkley, you supply meat to all the hospitals and city food centers, don't you?
That's true, Reed. It's imperative that they're sure of the quality and purity of the meat they use.
In that case, clearing up these difficulties at your plant is a matter of public concern.
Right, boss.
And when the public welfare is jeopardized, the Daily Sentinel is interested, very interested.
I knew I could count on you, Reed.
A reporter can find out a lot of things that the police can't.
Yeah, especially a good reporter.
Well, Lowry, see what you can dig up. Track down this outfit.
The one that's made Mr. Brinkley that offer?
Cover that plant from cellar to skylight. Check on every one and everything.
Check, boss. It's an assignment.
I'll give you all the help I can.
Brinkley, what happens to your business is a private concern. But when the quality of the food you sell the public is being tampered with, then it's a matter for investigation.
And believe me, boss, when I start investigating, I investigate. Before I'm through, I'll know this setup like I know the palm of my hand.
Now, this here room, Bud, where we cut the meat up into different sections.
What about that saw? What's that for?
Oh, same thing. Sometimes we have to saw through big bones. This belt here is a conveyor for carrying the meat from one operation to the next.
What's behind this door?
Come on in.
Ooh, say, it's cold in here. Here, I'll just close...
Hey, don't close that door. This is a refrigerator room. If we should get stuck in here with the door closed, we'd be out of luck. Might freeze to death.
I'm that way already. This is where you hang the meat, huh?
Yeah, gotta keep it cold so as it don't spoil. Mr. Carson, our expert on refrigeration's mighty particular about that.
He can have it. I've seen plenty. Let's get out of here before they use me for a snowman.
You say your name's Lowry?
That's right. Mr. Brinkley sent me over to find out about that offer for his meatpacking plant. I understand that offer came through you.
Yes, it did. I'm a broker, sort of a middleman.
Who made that offer?
Sorry, but I'm not at liberty to give out that information.
What do you mean, not at liberty?
I told Mr. Brinkley the same thing. This sort of transaction comes my way quite frequently. My client doesn't wish to have his identity revealed.
Now, listen here, you...
Furthermore, I don't know who made the offer myself. The whole affair has been conducted by mail. The bank account...
A phony name. I checked on it.
It's a registered business name, which is perfectly legal. And Brinkley knows the money's good.
But I still
That's
can't...
all I can tell you. Good day.
Casey, you see before you a reporter without a story.
Don't tell me, Lowry, the demon reporter couldn't discover anything.
I know the meatpacking business from A to Z. I know it cold. In fact, after being in that ice room, very cold.
Well, that ought to make a nice feature next to the stamp column.
What is it?
Lowry's back, Mr. Reed, without a story. Shall I send him in?
Oh, yes. No, I'll be out.
Casey, I never want to look a sirloin in the face again.
No luck, eh, Lowry?
Not a trace, boss. If you ask me, Brinkley's having pipe dreams. No trace of any dirty work going on at his place. As far as I could see, those accidents were caused by carelessness. Nothing more.
You couldn't track down the outfit that's offered to buy his business?
I drew a blank on that, too. It's a blind alley, boss.
What did you find out?
Oh, I know the business. I know that there's a big shipment of beef coming in by truck tomorrow night, for example. But you can't call that a new scoop.
Tomorrow night, eh?
Is there anything unusual in that, Mr. Reed?
Huh? No, Miss Case, not exactly, but...
What's on your mind, boss?
Just thinking. I have a dinner appointment with Brinkley and Carson at the Civic Club. I'll have just time enough to go home and dress. Goodbye, Lowry. Keep trying.
Well, how do you like that, Casey? We have a mystery on our hands, and he's thinking about dinner.
As soon as Britt Reed reached his apartment, he sat down at his desk and wrote a letter.
Cato, I'm having dinner at the Civic Club with Mr. Brinkley and his assistant, Carson.
Yes, Mr. Britt.
I'll put the Hornet seal on this letter. There. It's addressed to Mr. Brinkley, Cato. Be sure he gets it at dinner this evening.
I tell you, Carson and I are worried, Reed.
The Board of Health has threatened to shut the plant up if there's one more case of contaminated meat.
Now, let me see. Carson, you're the chemist of the plant, aren't you? You're responsible for the condition of the meat.
Yes, I am. I inspected very carefully.
Pardon me. A letter for you, Mr. Brinkley, just came by messenger.
I wonder who. This letter's from the Green Hornet.
The Green Hornet? That's impossible.
Look at this seal.
Yes, I'm quite familiar with the Green Hornet seal. There's no mistake about that.
He says he's going to hijack that shipment of meat tomorrow night.
You can usually depend on the Green Hornet to do as he says.
How are we going to stop him?
Well, why not delay the shipment?
Can't do that, Reed. That meat has to be here on time.
Well, then send it ahead. Send it by train. Have the trucks take a different route. There ought to be some way.
That's it, Reed. We can't send it by train because of the cost. But we can reroute the truck so the Green Hornet won't know about the change.
That's an idea, Mr. Brinkley.
Suppose the Hornet learns of this change of route.
How can he if we take the right precautions?
If you say so, Mr. Brinkley.
I do say so. And we'll do it right now, at this table, secretly. So the Green Hornet will never be able to find out our plan.
The curtain falls on the first act of our Green Hornet adventure. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Now, to continue our story. Returning from his dinner at the Civic Club with Brinkley and Carson, Britt Reed told Cato what had occurred.
You had the letter brought to the Civic Club at just the right time, Cato. When Brinkley opened it and saw the Green Hornet seal, he didn't know what to say.
Did your plan work?
I sent that letter to Brinkley for a purpose, Cato. The Green Hornet threatened to hijack a truck caravan of meat that's coming to Brinkley's plant. I suggested that the trucks be rerouted over a different road to evade the Green Hornet.
Why, Mr. Britt?
Well, only a few of Brinkley's employees will know of the new route we decided on this evening. I'm convinced that all Brinkley's troubles are being planned by one of those employees in order to gain control of Brinkley's business.
I see.
Now, Brinkley thinks I'm going on a fishing trip. Instead, we're meeting that truck.
You go with the Green Hornet?
We'll take the mask and the gun and all our equipment, but not the Black Beauty.
No?
Well, we'll be out on the open road tomorrow afternoon. The Black Beauty will be too easy to recognize. This time, Cato will travel in a small sedan with a mask handy.
If Mr. Brinkley recognizes you...
Brinkley isn't going out on the road at all, Cato, so we won't run into someone like him who might recognize me. You and I are the only living men to know me as the Green Hornet, Cato. And no one else ever will.
Yes, Miss Williams. What is it?
I called Mr. Reed's office. He's already left on that fishing trip.
Already left? I didn't think he'd go so early.
He left orders that Lowry was to come over to see you. He's on his way.
All right.
Lowry's a reporter who was here the day of the accident, isn't he?
Yes, I'm glad as long as Reed himself isn't available that he's having Lowry come over.
You'll pardon me, Mr. Brinkley. I can't understand why you're so nervous.
That shipment. If the Green Hornet should discover our new route...
Only about 10 of us here in the plant know that.
Still...
If you're so jumpy, why not call in the police?
And increase the chances of a leak? The less people who know, the less chance of the Green Hornet finding out.
I think you're unduly alarmed about all...
It's Mr. Lowry, sir.
Oh, good. Come right in, Lowry.
Hello, Mr. Brinkley. You know Mr. Reed's out of town.
A fishing trip, yes, I know. You know Carson?
Yes.
I'll be going along. Got a lot of meat to inspect this afternoon. See you again, Lowry.
Well, sure. Hey, what's eating him? He looks like he bit on a tough steak. Pardon me.
Carson doesn't approve of your employer's ideas. The Green Hornet threatened to
What's that? The Green Hornet?
Yes.
Don't tell me he's mixed up in this.
He sent me a letter threatening to hijack a truck caravan full of meat. Reed told me not to release it for publication.
Mr. Reed said that?
In order to avoid publicity, Lowry.
Oh, I get it. You've made plans to checkmate the Green Hornet, and you don't want to take any chances of letting them get out. Is that it?
Precisely. Hasn't Reed told you?
All he said was to stay close to you. Now I see why.
I'm worried about tonight. I wish I could make sure nothing happens to that shipment.
Why don't you?
Huh?
What's to stop you? You have a car, haven't you?
Yes, I
Then
have.
come on. If we leave now, you'll be able to meet those trucks halfway. If anything starts to happen, you'll be right there.
But what could I do?
You can decide that later. Come on, Brinkley.
All right, I'll go. Maybe I'll meet this Green Hornet face to face. But where are you going, Lowry?
Well, what do you think? If anybody's meeting the Green Hornet, this is one baby who wants a grandstand seat. I'm going to be right beside you.
Driving out of the city, Brinkley and Lowry traveled all afternoon. That evening, as darkness fell, Britt Reed and Cato sat in a car that was pulled off the road, hidden from sight.
Look, Cato. There's a car coming along the road. When it goes by, we might as well start after those trucks again. We want to be there with time to spare.
It's coming fast, Mr. Britt.
Cato, did you notice a license number on that car? It's Brinkley's. I noticed it last night in front of the Civic Club. He has a very low license number.
Where is he going?
He must be worried about his trucks. This may ruin everything.
What are we doing, Mr. Britt?
We have to make sure Brinkley doesn't reach those trucks before we've taken care of everything. He might recognize me in spite of my disguise.
Yes, sir.
We'll drive up past them. Several hundred large tacks in front of their tires would delay them a long time. Long enough for us to accomplish what we set out to do.
Turning onto the road, Britt Reed pressed down on the accelerator. The sedan sped along the concrete after Brinkley's car.
There they are, Cato, stopping for that light ahead. Get the tacks ready. Oh, we're in luck. The light's changing. We'll be able to pass them before they get going too fast. The tacks now. Good work, Cato. Both front tires.
Want to take the wheel for a while, Smitty?
Hendricks, you keep it. Tough job driving over this strange road. Ain't like the regular one. What's the idea in shifting the route on us?
Search me, Smitty. He's been jittery ever since that icing plant broke down.
All I hope is he don't get wise to what's going on.
Not a chance. By this time tomorrow, Brinkley will be glad to sell out.
As long as I get my dough, that's all I'm worrying about.
You and me both, Smitty. Yeah, we'll get it. And more than we figured, too.
Yeah? How do you mean, Hendricks?
Well, we know what's going on, don't we?
Sure, we're the babies who've been doing all the dirty work for Carson.
You got it, Smitty. After Carson makes Brinkley sell the plant, we ain't finished, see?
You mean we tell Carson he's got to keep shelling out dough to us?
Right. Either Carson keeps paying us hush money or we squeal.
Say, wouldn't Brinkley be surprised to know that Carson's the guy who's figured out this whole scheme?
He ain't gonna find out. You and me and Carson is the only ones who know. Carson ain't gonna spell it, and neither do we. If he pays us enough.
Yeah, if he pays us.
He'll pay all right. Carson's no dummy.
Hey, Hendricks, look up ahead.
Yeah, I seen it. A car across the road.
But this ain't where we were supposed to meet Carson.
Who else could it be, you sap? It must be Carson. Yeah, it's Carson. I recognize his car.
Hey, Carson, what's the idea of meeting us here? I thought you was going to be 5 miles up further.
I had to change our plans, Hendricks. A while back, I noticed that the car was trailing me along the road.
Yeah? Who was it?
I don't know. But to be on the safe side, I turned into a side road to duck him. And met you here instead of the regular place.
Say, what's going on? This business and making us take a different route from the regular run. What's up?
The Green Hornet threatened to hijack this truck.
Green Hornet, so that's it.
Well, let him. Won't that help ruin Brinkley's business?
Not as well as my way, Smith. I'm a chemist. I'm going to shoot the meat in this truck full of germs. When the Board of Health inspects the shipment tomorrow, Brinkley will really be finished.
I guess you're right.
That's why I called the state police.
What? State police? Who wants them around?
I told them you were calling, Hendricks. I said you wanted protection from the Green Hornet. You understand?
Oh, I get it. That's in case this Green Hornet should show up later, huh?
Exactly. Now let's get busy.
Just a second, Carson. Me and Smitty got a paper for you to sign first.
A paper?
Yeah. Hold it under the panel light, Hendricks, so as he can see.
Read it, Carson. It says what we're doing this job for, all about it.
But I don't understand.
We want it signed, see, or we don't open this truck.
That thing's practically a confession. I won't sign.
Don't worry. We'll tear it up when we get paid. If we get paid enough.
You'll get paid.
We're making sure, that's all. Come on. We wouldn't be saps enough to show this to anybody if that's what's bothering you, Carson. Proves we're in as deep as you.
That's true.
Here's a pen. Got it all ready.
There. Now, let's not delay any longer.
So the state troopers are going to make sure our plan works. Ain't that a laugh?
Now, come on, you two. Open up the back of this truck so I can get inside and do a job on that meat.
Okay.
This is some truck, ain't it?
Plenty cold inside of it, too. Special refrigeration and all.
Here's the door, Carson. Around and back.
Open it.
Yeah, that's what I... Hey, Hendricks, I thought you locked it up.
I'll be sure I locked it.
It ain't locked now.
Never mind that. Get busy. Open those doors.
Okay. They're pretty heavy. Feel that blast of cold air, Carson? Sure is chilly inside there.
That's exactly where you're going.
What the devil?
Who's that?
He's wearing a mask.
Don't move, any of you. The Green Hornet.
No.
So Carson was right. You did trail him.
But I took a side road. I lost you.
I followed you. My lights were out.
Can you beat that? So you're the guy who opened this lock.
A bent hairpin.
You've been inside the truck.
Climb up here.
Now, let's be sensible about this.
Hold.
Listen, Hornet.
Climb, or would you like me to pull the trigger?
No. No.
Don't shoot, Hornet. Don't.
Suppose there's nothing in that gun but gas. I've heard about the Hornet.
And you know I mean what I say.
Sure, it's okay by us.
Shut up, Hendricks. You can't bluff me, Hornet. What if you do pull that trigger? Where will that get you?
I've no time for talk, Carson. In.
No, you can't make me.
Take him.
Gas. I can't breathe.
Now, you two, pick him up.
I didn't see you shoot.
Who done it if you
I
didn't?
have a man right behind you. Get Carson in here, fast.
Okay. Only don't do nothing to us. He's heavy.
Over the tailboard, lift him.
Yeah.
I'm coming up. Now, don't try anything. Remember, there's a man behind you.
We ain't.
All right, in with Carson.
Now, hold on, Hornet. We ain't done a thing. We were just working for Carson.
We'll tell you anything you want to know.
I don't need information. Inside, you rat.
In. Okay.
We're going. And you'll stay there.
Boys, you can't close the door. You want to freeze us to death?
Get back, both of you. There. You have to hurry, Cato.
Yes, sir.
Brinkley's had time enough to fix the tires on his car. He'll be out looking for us by now.
Yes, Mr.
The
Brett.
state troopers may be out looking as well. You want to make sure they discover these rats right where they are without getting us.
I understand.
You got the sedan going. I'll drive this truck. Keep trailing me. We'll keep moving along this road till we meet up with Brinkley. Get going.
A short time later, Brinkley and Lowry drove along the road.
I can't see any sign of our truck yet, Lowry. According to the schedule, we ought to be up with it by now.
If we hadn't got those blowouts, it'd be okay.
The way that car whipped past us and dropped packs on the road, it must have been the Green Hornet.
We have the state troopers with us now. Even if we did locate the truck, we'll get there in time.
Look, Mr. Brinkley, up ahead, coming toward us. Isn't that your truck?
Yes, it is.
Hey, you troopers! That's it up ahead. Get up there.
That's it, all right.
The truck stopped. There's a guy jumping out of the driver's seat.
That's not the regular driver.
Look, he's getting in a car beside the truck, Brinkley. The troopers will never catch him. Hurry.
You troopers, after that car.
It's going too fast.
That's the Green Hornet.
I thought he had a special car. Couldn't catch that one with a bullet the way it's traveling.
Hey, what's that?
Somebody's yelling for help.
Whoever it is, it's from inside my truck.
We'll get you out.
Well, hurry up.
It's locked. Stand back. I'll shoot the lock off. There. Swing these doors back. Let me out. I'm froze.
We'll talk. Don't shoot.
Hendrick, Smith, what happened?
The Green Hornet, he caught us, shoved us in the ice.
Hey, give me a hand. There's another guy here and passed out.
Okay. Hold on.
Take it easy there.
It's Carson. By all that's holy, what's he doing here?
Look at what he had with him, Mr. Brinkley. Full equipment for infecting the meat.
What do you two lugs know about this?
You got nothing on us. That guy Carson was in with the Green Hornet. Sure, that's it.
Is that so? Then why did the Hornet gas Carson?
Gas?
Well, we don't know.
Run for it, Smitty. They got us. Stand right here. The only place you're going is jail.
What's he got in his hand?
I ain't got nothing.
Hand it over.
Give me that.
What is it, Lowry?
Wow, it's just about a full confession. That's all you need.
Come on, you two. You're headed for the cooler, and I don't mean refrigeration.
It's too bad we couldn't get the Green Hornet, too. To think that Carson was in with a crook like him.
Anyway, Brinkley, you have one thing to be thankful for.
Yes?
Green Hornet or no Green Hornet, your troubles have been put on ice for good.
Carson indicted as Green Hornet A. Sentinel Pepper, Hornet X3. Green Hornet to the north, Sentinel X3 Pepper.
The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Green Hornet, Incorporated. He hunts the biggest of all game, public enemies that even the G-men cannot reach. The Green Hornet. The adventurer, Disaster, rides the rails. The events and characters depicted in this drama are fictitious. Any similarity to actual persons, living or dead, is purely coincidental.
Sure pouring it on. Must be hitting 90 or better. Time for me to see Cunningham and Williams. Here it is, drawing room A. Hello, Cunningham.
Oh, it's you, Henning. What's the idea of coming in my drawing room without knocking?
Why shouldn't I, Cunningham? After all, I'm the railroad detective on this run.
I don't like it, that's why. Suppose someone stuck his nose in here when we were in the middle of a poker game. Me and Williams might be upset. We might not be able to fix the cards properly.
The railroad would sure have my hide if they knew I was working with you railroad gamblers, huh?
Does anyone suspect it?
Relax, Cunningham, relax. Nobody's wise to a thing. I was just talking.
Talking gets people in trouble, Henning. I don't like it.
Okay. Who's your partner?
Williams?
Yeah.
Same as usual. Out in a club car with the other passengers. Can't have any of those suckers think Williams and I know each other.
That's right. They figured you two for a pair of card sharps. You'd never get anybody to play cards with you.
Have you gone through the train?
That's what I came in to tell you. There's a couple of guys in the club car look like good prospects. Pretty young and well-dressed.
If you were in the club car, how is it you didn't see Williams?
Maybe he had a newspaper up in front of his face. Don't be so suspicious, Cunningham.
Why not? That's the only way I can be sure nothing goes wrong. This is a good racket, and I expect to keep it.
That's okay by me, too. I get my cut, so it's to my interest to see nothing goes wrong.
I'll go back in the club car and sit next to those two men. You know what to do.
Maybe I ought to point them out.
If you spotted them, it'll be easy for me. Just be sure we're supplied with the regular cards.
Don't worry, they'll be marked all right.
In the luxurious club car of the Limited, Cunningham sat down beside the two men described by the railroad detective. Unknown to Cunningham, one of these two men was Britt Reed, wealthy young publisher of the Daily Sentinel.
Glad I ran into you, Reed. As long as we're on the same train, we can kill time together.
Yes, Stafford, for a while anyway.
Quite a while. 3 hours till we get to the city.
There's a little work I have to turn out before then.
Work? Reed, I can remember when just hearing that word made you shudder.
Well, I still don't take it too seriously. Still, someone has to look after the family interest since Dad went out west.
Suit yourself. Oh, I wish there was some excitement on this train.
How do you happen to be taking it anyhow? I thought you never left the bright lights.
I was upstate at the racetrack. Did pretty well, too.
A man with your money can afford to lose plenty.
I guess that's why I usually win. Whatever it is, horses, bridge, poker.
Excuse me.
Huh?
I couldn't help overhearing your conversation. If you're thinking of playing cards, don't do it on a train.
Why not?
Because you never know with whom you're playing. Take me, for instance. I make it a rule never to play cards with strangers.
You're absolutely right about that.
Oh, I don't know, Reed. I imagine I could be able to tell an honest man from a crook any time.
Perhaps you could. Oh, by the way, let me introduce myself. My name's Cunningham.
Glad to know you.
I'm Stafford, and this is Britt Reed.
Oh, a pleasure.
Say, caution or no caution, I wouldn't mind a friendly game of cards right now.
Your friend is hard to convince, Mr. Reed.
Excuse me for butting in. You gentlemen would like a fourth for bridge. How about me?
Say, then we're all set.
For just a moment. You or Reed know this man?
Oh, what difference?
I never saw him before, Cunningham.
Oh, well, here's my card. I'm a stockbroker. My name's Williams.
Glad to know you, Williams. How about that game, you two?
Sorry, I have some papers to go over. Count me out.
It's just as well. I'm not so keen on bridge. Oh, no offense, Williams, of course, but,
Say, how about some poker then? The three of us.
Why, yes. Oh, I haven't much cash with me. Suppose I lose. Would you take my check?
Absolutely not. No checks.
Oh, take it easy, Cunningham. We'll play for small stakes. If necessary, I don't mind cashing Williams' check.
Very well. You can play in my drawing room.
Right. See you later, Reed.
This way.
You look all right, and Stafford has plenty of money still. Oh, pardon me. May I speak to you for a moment?
Me?
Now, you're the railroad detective on this train, aren't you?
How'd you know?
I guess. You look like a detective. I know lots of passengers play cards even though it's against the rules.
Say, you're not worried about your friend. Why, one of those men is Mr. Cunningham. He's traveled his line for years.
I was just curious.
But I look in once in a while, just to be on the safe side.
It hardly seems possible, but I wonder. Yeah, I'll have a talk with Stafford later. It may prove interesting. Hello, Miss Case. How things been going during my absence? I understand Lowry's looking for me.
Yes, he's very mysterious about
Oh,
it.
that's not like Lowry. When he has something, he wants to tell the world about it in newspaper headlines.
With a byline, too.
Have him come in. Anything else?
That friend of yours, Mr. Stafford, is waiting. I told him to go into your private office.
Stafford, huh? I missed him at the station. I wonder if my hunch was right.
What hunch, Mr. Reed?
Well, never mind, Miss Kate. Send for Lowry.
Ah, Britt. I've been waiting for you.
Oh, you look a bit disturbed, Stafford. Don't tell me you lost money playing poker with strangers.
I lost plenty, Britt. I should have taken your advice and stayed away from those men.
I thought as much.
I'd swear that game was fixed, but there's no way of proving it. If only you'd been there watching.
It takes an expert to detect crooked card tricks, Stafford. But I sent the railroad detective back there. He should have been able to tell.
Some fellow did come in. Short, thick set.
That's the one. Did he watch the game?
Yes, he seemed to know Cunningham quite well. His name was Henning. So he was the detective, eh?
Yes. He didn't notice anything out of the ordinary?
Not a thing. I guess if he couldn't find anything out of line, I was suspicious over nothing.
Or else that detective is in with the crooked game. It's been known to happen.
Hey, boss, am I glad you're back? I've got some inside dope that may build into a good yarn.
Easy, Lowry. I have a visitor.
Oh, but Casey said to come right in.
Now, this is Mr. Stafford, a friend of mine, Lowry.
Hello.
Hiya.
Well, don't hold it back, Lowry. What's this inside dope?
Boss, I've picked up a lot of rumors around town about a big-time gambling ring operating on the railroads.
On the railroads?
Sure. Those trains are full of suckers waiting to be picked. Poor saps with more money than brains.
Whoa, Lowry, hold on.
What's so funny about that?
Well, it so happens, Lowry, that I'm one of those poor suckers.
Huh?
That's right. Stafford got into a poker game on the train and lost plenty.
Well, that's great.
What?
Oh, that is, I don't mean about you getting hooked, Mr. Stafford, but if you've got proof about train gamblers...
Yeah, that's just the trouble. We have no proof, only suspicion.
Oh.
It takes more than that to get jail terms or a newspaper story.
There must be plenty like Stafford here who ran up against this racket. Some of them must have proof.
I doubt it, Lowry. Besides, most of them are too ashamed to admit they've been victimized.
That's true, Reed. Only reason I'm telling you is because you're my friend. I can't have it get around. I'd be laughed to death.
Looks like a story that didn't turn out.
Perhaps we can find a story yet. One of those two men Stafford played with handed me a card to introduce himself.
Those crooks carry fake cards by the dozen.
Well, we still don't know them for crooks, definitely, so this name and address may be on the level. Check on it anyway.
Okay.
If we find anything, we'll use it. And so will the police.
Several days later, in Britt Reed's apartment.
Mr. Reed's residence.
This is Lowry, Cato. Let me talk to the boss.
One moment, please.
Where's it, Cato?
Mr. Lowry.
Oh, yes. I told him to call me when he got through checking up on that name and address I gave him. What did you find, Lowry?
Not a thing, boss. That's the guy's real name, and he has got a brokerage business.
Did you talk to him?
No, he's always out on trips, but it's on the level.
It's quite possible that this brokerage office is merely a front to cover his real activities.
If it is, I'd like to know how we're going to find out.
Miss Case told me you also phoned Henning, the railroad detective, but couldn't get anything from him.
No, that's right. We drew blank every place. But I'll keep lugging.
Yeah, do that, Lowry.
Did Mr. Lowry find anything, Mr. Reed? I didn't hear.
Apparently everything is innocent on the surface, Cato. This man Williams does run a brokerage business. Lowry found that out.
Then he's not a crook?
Well, he could still run the business as a blind to cover his gambling. According to Lowry, Williams is away most of the time. If my idea is right, he may be spending that time on the trains looking for victims like Stafford.
Yes, sir.
And if this railroad detective Henning knows Cunningham, the other man in that poker game, as well as he says he does, he may be in on it, too.
How'd you find out, Mr. Reed?
I'm checking on that right now, Cato. Hello, Central Depot. I'd like to speak with one of your railroad detectives, a man named Henning. Oh, he is, huh? What train? No message, thank you.
He's not there?
Henning's out on an assignment. He's leaving on the limit at 8:15. Cato, if those two fellows are card sharps and Henning is in with them, they're bound to pull their dirty work on the same train.
Yes, sir, that's true.
I'm going aboard that train to find out what I can.
The Green Hornet, Mr.
Well,
Reed?
not as the Green Hornet, Cato. That would be too risky. But I'll stay out of circulation as much as possible. Those two men, as well as Henning, have seen me before.
Yes, sir.
But I'll want the Green Hornet mask and gun handy in case they should be needed. Now, let me think. How can I do that without carrying them in my bag where someone might find them? Cato, you'll have to take out the Black Beauty.
The Hornet's car?
Plenty fast enough to keep up with the limited. Be sure the mask and the gun are in the car. Now, while you're driving, watch the observation platform. If I give the signal, you know I'll meet you at the next stop. Be sure to watch.
Hey, Jeff.
That night, as the limited sped through the darkness, Britt Reed stood in the rear of the observation platform.
I've been through the whole train several times. No sign of Cunningham and Williams. Well, they must be in a drawing room if they're bored at all. I'll take another turn in a few minutes. If I draw a blank then, I'll signal Cato.
Before Britt Reed could carry on his search, drama occurred aboard the Limited. In a drawing room toward the front of the train, Cunningham and Williams called Henning.
What's up, Cunningham? Who's this guy lying on the floor?
That's allowed, Henning. Williams and I were playing poker with him. He saw Williams slip a card out of his sleeve.
He started to squawk, and I hit him. He looks as if he might...
Hit the corner of the table. We must get him out of here, off this train.
I've already emptied his pockets. Put the ticket for this drawing room in his coat. You can't open that window, Cunningham. In these air-conditioned cars, the windows are sealed.
You can break glass.
Lift him up. The train's going 80 miles an hour. We can't leave him here. When he comes to, we talk. This racket's too good to spoil.
No one knows we took this drawing room, Henning. Only you. You know better than to say anything. We'll sneak off the train to the next station. No one the wiser. Now, get his feet.
Heavy. Snap it up. We're passing close to the state highway. Lights up the side of the tracks like a Roman candle.
There he goes.
And no one the wiser. Now all we got to do is to... What the... Brakes. Somebody pull the air brakes. That means they spotted the man we tossed out.
Come on. Grab those bags. We're getting off this train before anyone starts a real checkup.
The car door's open. Beat it, Cunningham.
Come on, William.
Duck under the coupling. Over the other side.
Henning, what happened? Who pulled the emergency cord?
Search me.
Has there been an accident?
Almost knocked me out of my berth.
That engineer ought to be fired, stopping like that.
I pulled that emergency cord.
You? Don't you realize that's a criminal offense?
I do, conductor, but it was necessary. I was standing on the emergency platform and I saw a body fall off the train.
Huh? Why, man, you must be crazy.
That young man's telling the truth. I saw it, too. Oh, it was horrible.
Calm yourself, lady.
How can I calm myself after that? And that's not all I saw.
Now, look, madam.
What else did you see?
I was looking out the window. We were passing right close to the state road. And just before that body fell, I saw a long black car beside the train. And the man driving it wore a mask. I could see him clearly. He was so close.
A black car and a man in a mask. Why, that must be the Green Hornet.
The Green Hornet?
Are you sure you're not dreaming, madam?
Of course I'm sure.
The Green Hornet. You mean he might have had something to do with that body that fell from the train?
Oh, why talk about that? Let's find the passenger who fell first.
I'm sure he'll be dead when we find him. I'm sure of it. And the Green Hornet is the one who did it.
Passenger falls from Limited. Green Hornet involved in mysterious death. X3 Sentinel. Hornet X-ray. Dragnet up for Green Hornet.
The curtain falls on the first act of our Green Hornet adventure. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Now, to continue our story. A friend of Britt Reed lost a lot of money to railroad card shops, but nothing could be proved since the gamblers were very clever in their operations. Going aboard the Limited himself in an attempt to corner the card shops through a chain of circumstances, the Green Hornet is accused of murder.
Yes? Oh, any news? Oh, the police expect to identify the man who fell off the train. Well, they've been expecting to identify him ever since it happened last night. Well, keep after them. We want to know.
Wasn't that some story last night, Casey?
Do you really think it was the Green Hornet, Lowry?
That woman claimed she saw his car just before that guy fell.
But why are they calling it murder? Well, suppose the man jumped off the train. Wouldn't the fall be enough to kill him?
Maybe, Casey. But murder makes a better story. What I want to know is, who was that guy?
His pockets were empty, except for that ticket to Drawing Room A, car 92.
That's where he fell from, all right. The window was busted out.
Hello, Miss Case. Laurie, any identification yet?
No, Mr. Reed. I'll call police headquarters again.
Some yarn, huh, boss? I wonder who covered it for the sentence.
Get me police
We
headquarters.
scooped the other papers on it by an hour.
Where were you?
Last night, I was home in bed. First I heard about it was when I came in this noon.
I phoned that story in.
Huh?
I was on that train when it happened.
Holy cats, then you saw the Green Hornet. Was that woman's yarn on the level?
No way. The Green Hornet's car was driving along beside the Limited. I saw it, but I don't believe the Green Hornet was directly involved.
You and Casey both. Why else would that car be there?
Hello? Police headquarters? I want to
I'll
find
take
out
it, Miss Case. Britt Reed talking. Any identification on that man who fell off the Limited? Oh, you have, huh? Well, you're positive? There's no mistake. Oh, we'll print it all right.
Who was it, Mr. Reed?
That man was Morelli.
Morelli? The big shot gambler from upstate?
Well.
Laurie, keep after that fellow Williams. I'm not sure, but it seems more than coincidence that gambling is the keynote of everything connected with this death.
Williams? Was he on that train, boss?
I didn't see him, but he might have been. And a man like Morelli doesn't commit suicide. Someone pushed him through that window. And I don't think it was the Green Hornet.
No paper! Railroad victim identified as Morelli! Police double efforts to solve mystery! Sentinel paper!
That evening, Britt Reed arrived at his apartment carrying a small parcel under his arm. There he spoke to Cato, his valet, and the only living man to know him as the Green Hornet.
That man has been identified as Morelli, the gambler, Cato.
Very bad last night, Mr. Bates.
In a way, it's a good thing that woman saw you driving the Black Beauty beside the railroad tracks. The men who threw Morelli off the Limited will be expecting a call from the Green Hornet. They won't be disappointed. Open that parcel.
Yes, sir.
Luckily, I was able to flash you a danger signal from the train last night so that you turned the Black Beauty around and got away.
Yes, sir. Very fortunate. What? Mr. Britt, you buy toy?
Careful how you handle that, Cato. I don't want our fingerprints to get on it.
I don't understand.
I bought this little toy railroad car on the way home. Notice how well it's built. Glass windows, everything. Hand me that metal ashtray. Yeah, small one on the table.
Yes, sir.
I had a special reason for getting this toy car, Cato. No one saw me get it. I sent a small boy into the toy shop while I stayed outside.
What are you doing, Mr. Britt?
Breaking one of the windows in this little toy. Are the mask and the gun still in the Black Beauty, Cato?
Yes, Mr. Britt.
The police are on the lookout for the Green Hornet, so we'll have to be especially careful tonight. Bring the toy railroad car along. No fingerprints.
Picking up the toy, Cato followed Britt Reed through the secret panel behind a clothes press in the apartment. Then along a narrow passageway built within the walls of the building, down a flight of stairs that led directly to the supposedly abandoned warehouse that housed the car of the Green Hornet.
I'll drive. Put the toy car where it'll be handy when I want it.
Yes, Mr. Britt.
Careful. Wipe it off with your handkerchief.
Yes, sir.
There are 3 men involved in Morelli's death. All 3 of them are going to meet the Green Hornet.
By railroad detectives are working to solve the death of gambler Morelli, who fell or was thrown off the Limited last night. By checking over the tickets issued to the passengers, authorities have learned that 2 tickets were issued and are still unaccounted for. It is believed that the
Turn that radio
passengers
off. It's
using
driving
those
me
tickets may
screwy.
be involved. Every effort is being made to...
What's the matter with you, Henning?
Morelli, that's what.
Take it easy, Henning. Nobody knows it was us.
Why did you 2 guys pick him for a sucker out of all the people that was riding the train?
He didn't tell us his name.
We thought he was just another amateur looking for a hand of poker.
No wonder Morelli saw you pawn that card, Williams. He's an expert.
All the more reason for taking care of him.
Yeah, sure. He had a good record on those trains. Morelli must have been trying to cut in on us.
That don't mean you had to handle him that way.
What'd you expect us to do? Use kid gloves?
There wasn't time to figure things out. We worked fast because we had to.
I'm supposed to be out right now looking for the guys who pulled this job. And all the time I'm wise to the whole setup.
You're in as deep as we are.
I didn't do no killing.
You were there when we dumped Morelli overboard.
What does that prove?
That makes you an accomplice after the fact, Henning.
As a detective, we don't have to explain that any further. So just remember, it's to your best interest to make every effort to keep us from being caught.
What do you think I'm doing?
So far, yes. But don't change.
It only hadn't been Morelli.
Well, it was Morelli. Stop harping on it.
We didn't realize it until we got back here and took a look in his wallet.
Where's the stuff now?
It's safe.
I have it locked up along with our marked cards. We'll get rid of them all at the same time.
What's the idea waiting? You should have ditched that stuff long ago.
We had our hands full making sure nobody spotted us when we sneaked away from that train last night.
We came straight here. If we tried to get rid of those things on the way, someone might have remembered us.
All right, why don't you burn them?
Because leather won't burn you, fool. Morelli's initials are on that wallet.
Hold on. What?
What's the matter?
I thought I heard a sound from the next room.
I don't hear anything.
It's your imagination, Henning.
No, I tell you. It was like somebody winding a clock or something.
Pipe dreams.
Yeah, what was that? He's right, Cunningham. That was a window.
We'll soon find out. See, Henning? The room's empty.
There's no one here.
Yeah, I guess you... What's that on the floor? It's moving. Put on the lights.
What the... It's a little toy. A mechanical toy.
How did it get here?
It's a toy railroad car.
Look, one of the windows knocked out. Somebody knows all about last night.
Here's a piece of paper rolled into one end of the car.
Oh, look at it. If this is a cute little joke one of you is putting this toy car here and... Look! This paper's stamped with a seal. The seal of the Green Hornet.
The Green Hornet?
I knew there was someone here. I heard him. But how do you know it was us?
That car of his. It was alongside the train last night.
That's the answer.
He must have seen what happened. And he's so because the cops are looking for him instead of us.
Hold it.
What I want to know is what's he going to do?
Shut up, Henning.
You have an idea, Cunningham?
The Hornet can't tell the police about us. They'd never believe him. Besides, if he's after money, he can't get any unless he finds Morelli's wallet and uses that against us.
Well, the wallet's here.
It won't be long. Here's all the evidence. Henning, you're going to take it out and get rid of it. Dump it in the river, any place. If that Green Hornet comes back, I don't want it around.
After leaving the toy car in Cunningham's apartment, Britt Reed left by the fire escape. He and Cato waited below.
I overheard their conversation before I left, Cato. Morelli's wallet was still there, hidden away.
Yes, sir.
I won't dare keep it around, not after they got my warning. And whoever comes out to get rid of that evidence... Keep back in the shadows. Someone's coming.
Just like coming here making me do all the dirty work. Gotta get rid of these things.
Don't move, Henning.
The Green Hornet.
I want what you're carrying.
You won't get it. Let me by.
Take it.
Up in the lights. You don't dare follow me. Yes, me. I can't breathe.
Grab him. Pull him inside that alley. I understand. I'll call the police now. Get them over here when Henning comes to. You watch him. I'll be back in a minute.
Leaving Cato to guard the unconscious railroad detective, Britt Reed put the Green Hornet mask and weapon in his pocket and headed for the nearest phone. He called police headquarters, and when they answered...
I want to speak to the officer in charge of the Morelli investigation.
He ain't here. He's out with a reporter named Lowry. They got a lead on some guy named Williams.
Call him up. Tell him to forget about Williams' place. There's no one there.
Who's this caller?
Never mind. Take this tip and use it. Tell him to get over to 1724 East 51st. A man named Cunningham. Don't forget, if he wants to solve the Morelli job, 1724 East 51st.
Hurriedly, Britt Reed returned to Cato. He replaced his Green Hornet mask.
The police will be here very soon, Cato.
Take that bag with the evidence. I'll carry Henning.
What are we doing, Mr.
We're returning Henning and the evidence to the place they came from.
Cunningham, are you sure we can trust Henning?
He knows better than to cross us.
And why isn't he back here? He's had plenty of time to ditch that stuff.
That must be Henning now.
Henning!
Why, he's been gassed. Somebody propped him against the door.
The Green Hornet.
Whoever it was, there's no time for talk. Pull him inside.
He's coming around.
Close the door, fast.
Okay, Cunningham, the bag with all that stuff, that's here, too.
What happened?
Snap out of it, Henning. Come on.
Don't let him get away. The Green Hornet, he gassed me, took the bag.
Took it nothing. It was outside the door. He brought it back.
Get it out of here, Williams. Hurry. And see this Green Hornet doesn't get you the way he did Henning.
Okay. It's him. He's back.
The Hornet, huh?
Don't move, any of you.
The police.
I'll take this guy.
Let me go.
Resisting an officer, eh?
You won't get me.
Watch Cunningham. He's going for that desk drawer.
Put down that gun.
I'll get you before I do.
Drop it.
Oh, my arm. Let go.
Are you going to drop that gun?
Oh. Nice work, Hardy. I've got the gun now.
You'll pay for this, police or no police.
Sure, you can't come busting in on private citizens.
Who are you? I know these two. They were described to me, but I never saw you before.
Where's your search warrant?
I recognize him, Lowry. He's Henning, a railroad cop.
That's how he knows about warrants.
Come on, talk. What do you know about Morelli?
Never heard of him.
And I suppose Henning never heard of him either. Did you, Henning? Hey, what are you reaching after that bag for?
Why, no reason. Nothing at all.
Give me that. I'll dump this stuff on the table.
Playing cards and dice. So you guys are gamblers.
Here's a wallet.
Let me look at the name on it. Morelli's wallet.
We don't know a thing about that stuff. It's not ours.
We'll see about that when the fingerprints are checked.
Looks like you two are going to get what's coming to you.
I don't know a thing
How
about
about Henning? Where does he fit in?
Me? Why, it's this way. I was on a trail of these crooks, too. I came up here to nab, and they almost got me before you came.
You'll need a better story than that, Henning.
I'm innocent, I tell you.
That rat. He was in with us.
You yellow squealer. Don't believe him. He's as guilty as we are.
Listen, buddy. I'll talk. I'll turn state's evidence. It wasn't me. I knew about it, but they're the ones. They killed Morelli.
It was that Green Hornet. If it hadn't been for him, we'd never have been caught. If I ever get my hands on him, I'll...
Listen, Cunningham. Trying to grab that guy is like trying to grab a handful of air. Nobody ever got the Green Hornet yet, and take it from me, nobody ever will.
Hornet solves Morelli murder! Railroad gamblers confess killing! Hornet smashes gambling ring! Green Hornet to emerge! Sentinel X Street Pepper!
The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Green Hornet, Incorporated.